Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me right now. If your dream doesn't scare you, it's not big enough. If it doesn't wake you up at 10 a.m. with your heart racing, you're playing too small. Stop living average. Stop living safe. This is the moment you decide to dream so big, so bold, that the world can't ignore you. The power of a dream. Listen to me. If your dream doesn't shake you, if it doesn't keep you up at night, if it doesn't scare you, it's too small. You hear what I'm saying? Too many of you are walking around with dreams that fit neatly into your pocket. Safe dreams, convenient dreams that don't require you to stretch, don't require you to change, don't require you to bleed. Hey, let me tell you the truth. Safe dreams produce average lives, and average is the enemy. Average is where potential goes to die. You need a dream so big, it forces you to level up every single day. A dream that demands your best discipline, your best focus, your best grind. Because here's the truth. A dream that doesn't challenge you will never change you. I don't care what your background is. I don't care where you come from, how broke you are, or how many people counted you out. What I care about is this. Do you have the courage to dream beyond your circumstances? Do you have the guts to see yourself beyond your current reality? Yiko, stop telling me what you don't have. Stop telling me the reasons why it won't work. You don't need everybody's approval. You don't need everybody's resources. You need a dream and a decision that you're not backing down until it's real. Write it down today. Not tomorrow, today. Take out a pen and write your dream in black and white. Don't leave it floating in your head. Get it on paper. Because when you write it down, you're telling the universe, this is where I'm headed. And don't you dare play it safe with that pen. Don't you dare shrink your vision to fit your bank account. Don't you dare lower your dream to match the opinions of people who gave up on theirs. Your dream has to be big. So big, it makes you uncomfortable. So big, it makes you nervous to even say it out loud. So big people look at you crazy when you tell them. That's how you know you're on the right track. Listen, your dream will either wake you up or put you back to sleep. If your dream makes you hit snooze, it's not big enough. If your dream doesn't pull you out of bed with fire in your chest, it's not big enough. So here's the command. Dream bigger. Right now. Stop settling. Stop limiting yourself. Stop letting fear dictate the size of your vision. One-liner. Big dreams require big discipline. Small dreams keep you comfortable. Big dreams make you great. No. The reason some of you are stuck is not because you lack talent. It's because you lack vision. And without vision, you have no energy. You have no urgency. You have no fight. But when you lock in on a dream bigger than you, something shifts. Suddenly you're not lazy. Suddenly you're not distracted. Suddenly you've got tunnel vision. That's the power of a dream. It makes you push through pain. It makes you keep going when everybody else quits. It makes you say, I don't care what it costs. I'm all in. So our E's about this. Wake up to your vision. Wake up to your big dream. Stop living beneath your potential. Write it. Speak it. Believe it. And prepare to fight for it every single day. Because the dream you settle for is the life you're going to live. And I refuse to let you settle for less than greatness. Stop playing small. You listen to me. You were not created to play small. You weren't designed to just wake up, punch a clock, come home, watch TV, and do it all over again until you die. That is not living. That's existing. You are more than that. You were designed to dominate. You were designed to create, to impact, to change lives. But here's the truth. Too many of you are shrinking. You're lowering your standard, lowering your vision, lowering your dream. so the people around you won't feel uncomfortable. You've been told, don't dream too big, don't get your hopes up, don't stand out. And so you've been hiding, playing small. But hear me, you can't inspire the world by shrinking. You can't fulfill your purpose by playing small. You can't win the championship while practicing like a rookie. Stop doing that. Stop dimming your light so somebody else can stay comfortable in the dark. Stop acting like your dream is too much. If it's too much for them, let them leave the room. Don't you dare make yourself less so they can feel like more. Playing small is safe. Playing small feels comfortable. But comfort is a coffin. It's where dreams go to die. You know why most people never become great? It's not because they don't have talent. It's not because they don't have potential. It's because they got too comfortable. And comfort will cost you greatness every single time. Let me tell you this. Your dream is supposed to stretch you. Your dream is supposed to scare you. No, your dream is supposed to scare you. Your dream is supposed to feel impossible until you make it possible. If your dream doesn't intimidate you, it's not big enough. Here's the command. Tear the lid off your life. Break the ceiling. Refuse to live inside the box people built for you. Refuse to shrink your vision to match your paycheck. Refuse to downsize your dream just because they downsized their own. Say it with me. I'm done playing small. Say it louder. I'm done playing small. One-liner. Playing small is comfortable, but it kills greatness. The world doesn't remember the ones who stayed quiet. The world doesn't honor the ones who blended in. The world remembers the ones who dared to stand out. The ones who risked being misunderstood. The ones who went against the grain. And I promise you this, when you stop playing small, people will call you crazy. They'll say you've lost your mind. They'll laugh, they'll doubt, they'll gossip. But let me remind you, every legend was called crazy before they were called great. You'll stop worrying about what people will say if you go big. Worry about what will happen if you don't. Worry about getting to the end of your life and realizing you left half your potential buried inside you because you were afraid of looking foolish. Hey, listen carefully. The graveyard is full of small dreams, full of people who never wrote the book, never started the business, never chased the vision. Don't let your name be added to that list. Don't let your life end with regret because you settle for small. From this moment forward, raise the bar. Raise your vision. Raise your execution. Dream at a level that makes average people uncomfortable. Because if your dream fits in their box, it's not big enough for you. This is your breaking point. Playing small is not an option anymore. Safe is not an option anymore. If you want to live a life of impact, if you want to leave a legacy, if you want your kids and their kids to remember your name, you better go big. He commands, stand up, decide right now. I will not shrink. I will not settle. I will not play small. Because the truth is this. The bigger you dream, the more you grow. And when you grow, you don't just change your life. You change everyone connected to you. So dream big. Speak big, move big, act big, because small never fit you anyway. Vision creates energy. Now, you keep saying you're tired. You keep saying you don't have energy. You keep saying, I just don't feel like it today. Let me tell you something. You're not tired. You're uninspired. You're not drained. You're visionless. When you don't have a dream pulling you forward, every day feels heavy. Every task feels like a burden. Every challenge feels like it's breaking you. But when you've got vision, when you've got a dream that's alive inside of you, you wake up different. You move different. You grind different. Vision creates energy. That's why some people can run shoe-out hour days and still come back the next morning hungry. That's why some people don't complain, don't quit, don't fold. They're fueled by a vision bigger than their comfort. Stop saying, I don't have time. Stop saying, I'm exhausted. No, you're not exhausted. You're empty because you don't see it yet. You don't have a vision that makes the sacrifice worth it. Listen to me carefully. Feelings don't create greatness. Vision does. Discipline does. A burning dream does. Motivation comes and goes. But vision, that stays. One-liner, energy follows vision. Dream big and watch yourself come alive. Here's the truth. You procrastinate not because you're lazy, but because you don't see it clearly. You don't see the future you could have. You don't see the reward waiting on the other side of your grind. A fuzzy dream will never give you a focused life. Command, sit down, close your eyes, see it, picture it. Walk yourself through the dream like it's already done. See the house, see the career, see the degree, see the championship, see yourself holding the trophy, see your kids thanking you for not giving up. See the future with your own eyes before it happens. In reality, when you can see it, you'll stop making excuses. When you can see it, you'll wake up before the alarm. When you can see it, you'll push past pain, past doubt, past fatigue. Vision will give you the kind of energy no coffee, no sugar, no quick fix can ever match. Vision is a permanent fuel source. Vision makes you dangerous. Vision makes you unstoppable. Think about it. Every great man, every great woman, every innovator, every leader, every champion, they were fueled by vision. They didn't just see the world as it was. They saw the world as it could be. And that vision gave them the strength to fight when nobody believed in them. Here's the command. Stop chasing motivation. Start building vision. Stop waiting for hype. Stop waiting for somebody to fire you up. Fire yourself up by locking in on the dream you refuse to live without. This is about clarity, because clarity brings power, and power brings energy. Once your vision is clear, nothing can stop you. Not tiredness, not pain, not obstacles. Your dream has to be so big, so vivid, that you can taste it before it's even real. You've got to wake up already celebrating victories that haven't even happened yet. That's how real your vision has to be. So stop walking around drained. Stop walking around saying, I don't feel like it. Instead, lock in on the vision. Focus on the finish line, and the energy will come. Because when the dream is real in your head, quitting is no longer an option in your life. The sacrifice test, dreaming big comes with a bill. And if you're not willing to pay it, stop acting like you want it. Stop talking about it. Stop posting about it, because every big dream requires a big sacrifice. You can't have a championship dream and a casual work ethic. You can't chase greatness and cling to comfort. You can't live like everyone else and expect a life that looks nothing like theirs. That's the test. What are you willing to give up for the dream? What are you willing to let go of? Because make no mistake, you can't keep it all. You can't keep your excuses and your excellence. You can't keep your distractions and your destiny. Command, trade your excuses for execution. Trade your comfort for commitment. One-liner, if it doesn't cost you, it won't change you. Listen to me. Sacrifice is not punishment. Sacrifice is investment. Every time you give up something temporary, you're buying something permanent. Every time you cut out comfort, you're making a deposit into your future. But here's the problem. Some of you want the reward without the work. You want the blessing without the burden. You want the crown without the cross. It doesn't work like that. Greatness has a price tag, and the question is, are you willing to pay? Stop saying it's too hard. Of course it's hard. That's why it's called sacrifice. That's why so few people do it. That's why only the disciplined rise to the top. think about this. The dream costs. The question is, will you pay in advance with discipline or will you pay with regret later? Because either way, you pay. Some of you are losing because you refuse to give up a little comfort. You're too addicted to your phone, too addicted to Netflix, too addicted to friends who don't push you, too addicted to sleep. And you're sacrificing your dream for cheap pleasures. Command, kill the distractions, cut off the dead weight, put your dream above your comfort. Right? The sacrifice test is simple. When it comes down to it, do you want to be entertained or do you want to be great? Do you want to be liked or do you want to be legendary? Do you want applause today or do you want respect forever? All right, let me make this plain. If you're not willing to do what others won't, don't expect to live like others can't. Sacrifice is the separation. Sacrifice is the difference maker. So hear me. You don't lose when you sacrifice. You gain. You gain strength. You gain focus. You gain momentum. You gain freedom from the very chains holding you back. So mine's where you face the cost. Stop looking for shortcuts. Stop wishing it was easier. Start deciding that no matter what it takes, no matter what it costs, no matter what you have to cut off, you're willing to pay the price for your dream, right? Because the price of greatness will always be less than the price of regret. Refuse to quit. Now, you better hear me loud and clear. If you've got a big dream, life is going to test you. It's going to hit you harder than you ever imagined. It's going to knock the wind out of you, break you down, and dare you to quit. But listen, winners don't quit. Champions don't fold. Dream chasers don't run when it gets hard. They plant their feet, they grit their teeth, they take the hit and keep moving forward. Right? You don't get the dream because you started. You get the dream because you refuse to stop. I command, plant your feet and declare, I will not stop until I win. All right? One-liner. The dream belongs to the one who refuses to let go. Some of you quit too easy. The moment it gets hard, you back out. The moment you feel pain, you give up. The moment it takes longer than expected, you start making excuses. And that's why you're stuck. Not because you lack talent, not because you lack resources, but because you lack perseverance. Right? Listen, quitting doesn't speed up the process. Quitting guarantees you'll never get there. Every time you stop, you reset. Every time you fold, you delay your blessing. The pain is temporary, but quitting makes it permanent. Let me be real with you. You're going to fail sometimes. You're going to fall on your face. You're going to hear. No, people are going to doubt you. You will cry. You will question yourself. That's part of the process. That's part of the grind. But hear me. Failure is not final. Pain is not the end. The only thing that kills the dream is quitting. Command, make a decision right now. Quitting is not an option. Erase it from your vocabulary. Move it from your mind. Burn the exit plan. Right? You have to be willing to go through hell for your dream. You have to be willing to keep running when your legs are heavy. Keep working when your body is sore. Keep grinding when your heart is tired. Because the dream doesn't go to the most talented. It goes to the most relentless. Think about it. Every legend has a story of struggle. Every champion has scars. Every success came with setbacks. But the difference between them and the rest is simple. They didn't quit. They stayed in the fight until the fight bowed down to them. Surround yourself with giants. Let me hit you with the truth. You will never outgrow your environment. You can't build a skyscraper with Shaq mentality, people. You can't chase a billion-dollar dream with dollar store thinking. You can't expect greatness if everybody around you is satisfied with average. Your circle determines your ceiling. Read that again. Your circle determines your ceiling. Hey, some of you are stuck, not because you don't have potential, but because you're connected to the wrong people. You've got big dreams, but you're hanging around small thinkers. You've got big goals, but you're surrounded by people who don't want more out of life. And guess what? Their mindset is rubbing off on you. Command, cut off the dream killers. Remove the leeches. Rid yourself from the doubters. One-liner. If you're the smartest one in your circle is too small. Listen, eagles don't flock with pigeons. Lions don't hang with sheep. Champions don't build with quitters. If you want to fly, you've got to run with those who have wings. If you want to hunt, you've got to link up with killers who are hungry like you. Stop wasting your energy trying to convince small-minded people to see your vision. They can't. They won't. And that's okay, because your dream wasn't given to them. It was given to you. But that doesn't mean you have to drag them along. Let me ask you this. When you're at your lowest, who's pushing you to get back up? When you're slacking, who's calling you out? When you're distracted, who's reminding you of your dream? If the answer is nobody, you're in the wrong circle. You need people who will challenge you. People who will stretch you. People who will look you in the eye and say, that's not your best. Do it again. You need giants who inspire you to stand taller, grind harder, dream bigger. Here's the hard truth. Some of you are too loyal to the wrong crowd. You're so scared of losing friends that you're losing your future. You're so worried about being accepted that you're rejecting your destiny. Command. Stop choosing comfort in relationships over growth in your life. Stop watering dead plants. Stop trying to save people who don't want to be saved. You've got to align your circle with your dream. If you're chasing greatness, get around people who think greatness is normal. If you're chasing success, surround yourself with people who succeed daily. If you're chasing discipline, get around people who don't flinch at sacrifice. Because listen, iron sharpens iron. But if you hang with wood, don't be surprised when you stay dull. Your dream needs giants. Your dream needs believers. Your dream needs builders. Stop walking with people who make excuses and start running with people who make history. Execution over excuses. Listen carefully. Dreams don't work unless you do. Period. You can talk about it, post about it, pray about it, visualize it. But if you don't execute, it will never happen. Some of you have been stuck in the same place for years, not because you lack talent, not because you lack opportunity, but because you keep making excuses instead of making progress. You say, I don't have the money. You say, I don't have the time. You say, I don't know the right people. Stop it. Excuses are lies you tell yourself to feel better about doing nothing. Command. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Stop waiting for the stars to align. Take imperfect action right now. One-liner, excuses don't cash checks. Execution does. Let me tell you something. Conditions will never be perfect. Timing will never be perfect. If you're waiting for someday, that day will never come. The only time you have is now. The only thing that matters is execution. You don't need more information. You need application. You don't need another motivational video. You need motion. Stop planning forever. Stop researching forever. Stop getting ready. You've been getting ready for years. When are you going to pull the trigger? Here's the truth. Ideas are everywhere, but execution is rare. Everybody has a dream. Everybody has goals. Everybody has a plan. But the difference between winners and losers is simple. Winners execute. Think about it. Your excuses don't build businesses. Your excuses don't win championships. Your excuses don't create legacies. Only execution does that. Command, from this moment forward, replace every excuse with an action step. I don't have time becomes I'll wake up an hour earlier. I don't know how becomes I'll learn today. I don't have money becomes I'll start small with what I've got. No more excuses. Only adjustments. Only actions. Listen, your dream doesn't care how you feel. Your dream doesn't care if you're tired. Your dream doesn't care if you're scared. Your dream is waiting on you to move. Right? You can't talk your way to greatness. You can't excuse your way to success. You have to act your way there. So stop waiting, stop delaying, stop doubting. Take the shot, make the call. Start the business, apply for the job, write the book, go to the gym, do it now. Right? Because at the end of the day, execution separates the dreamers from the doers. And the world only respects the doers. Leave a legacy. Dreaming big is not just about you. No, it's not just about your house, your car, your bank account. Dreaming big is about legacy. It's about what you leave behind when you're gone. The question is simple. When your name is spoken years from now, will it mean something or will it fade into silence? I know, you've got to understand this. Your dream is bigger than you. Your dream is connected to your children, your family, your community, your generation. The decisions you make today will echo long after you're gone. Command. Stop living for the moment. Start living for the mark. One-liner. Legacy is built by dreamers who dared to act. Too many of you are playing for applause. Too many of you are chasing likes, chasing claps, chasing validation. Stop chasing attention and start chasing impact. Attention fades. Legacy lasts forever. Your legacy is not built on what you say. It's built on what you do. It's built on your grind. It's built on your sacrifices. It's built on the moments you refused to quit when quitting felt easier. Listen, every day you're writing a story. Every choice, every action, every decision, it's all ink on the page of your legacy. The question is, will it be a story worth reading? Command. Live so boldly, so courageously, so relentlessly that your children's children can say, because of them, I believed it was possible. That's legacy. Legacy is breaking generational curses. Legacy is building something that outlives you. Legacy is making sure your name means strength, discipline, and greatness. Think about it. The giants you admire, the legends you study, the heroes you quote, they didn't just dream for themselves. They dreamed for the future. They dreamed for people they would never meet. And that's why we remember their names. So let me ask you, what will your name mean? When you're gone, will they say they lived small, they played it safe, they wasted their potential? Or will they say they dreamed big, they gave everything, they left a mark no one could erase? You owe it to the people who believed in you. You owe it to the ones who sacrificed before you. You owe it to the ones who will come after you. Stop shrinking. Stop delaying. Stop doubting. Dream so big, work so hard, live so bold, that when you're gone, your dream is still breathing through the lives of others. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about what you achieve. It's about what you leave behind. Command. Go all in. Build the dream. Live for legacy. Die empty. Stop waiting. Stop doubting. Stop playing small. Your dream is calling you, and the world is waiting for what only you can bring. So from this moment forward, commit to it. Dream big, act bold, execute daily, and leave a legacy that will outlive your lifetime. Don't just listen to this message. Move on it. Take one step today, right now, before this day ends. Because the clock is ticking, and excuses won't build your future. Dream big, grind hard, die empty.